want you to go back in time in your mind to around 1950 something. All right, maybe even a little further back. And I want you to imagine this young brother who grew up on 121st and Morningside, just down the way. And he's sitting in this audience with us. And what is he thinking? Come on, I know it. What's he thinking? You, what's he thinking? No, he's not thinking. I mean, he might be thinking about food. He's thinking about, he has something in his mind about, wow, there's a lot of white people up here talking to me about things. He's definitely not saying that. He's saying something to the effect of, I wonder what they want me to know. What are they trying to say? What are they saying to me and why? He doesn't like school so much, but he loves reading. And he loves reading why? Well, reading is fun for him, that's true. It provides him a space away from some of the things that were going on at home. And this place, this branch of the library, umpteen thousand years ago, was a little piece of home for him. So Pop and I, when we would walk around Harlem, besides him telling me about how he won every basketball game over in that park over there, and somehow I don't believe him that he won every ball game. He's like, yeah, then I dunked from half court. I'm like, that being said, we would stop by here, and he'd point at that door and he said, that's just a good place for me. That's a good place for me. And we're excited as his family that, you know, we get to be a part of this good place. That we get to be a part of this New York. So growing up for me, libraries were also a good place. You know, one of the first books I did with Dad, we came here. We did a signing and it was real exciting. This idea that like, I got to be at a place where my know-nothing father was as a kid. And then we got to, you know, be good with our community, the people that are our family in a larger way. That book was a book about Harlem. In closing, I'll just say, you know, we've mentioned that Pop would often go to juvenile prisons. And sometimes we'd go together. We went to this one in the Bronx. They used to call it Spofford, now they call it something else. It's like Hope or something. You know, they always name juvenile prisons things like choices. Thoughts for the future, you know, you're always like, oh, that's a bit stressful. But we were in this spot, and Dad didn't dress so nice as I do. I don't dress that nice either. But this kid looked at us and goes, man, you're not, I mean, I'll see guys like you around the way. And he's right. That kid was right, and my dad was really happy about that. Because the point is that he was a little kid from over there that has done a bunch, that through the magic of libraries, through the magic of literacy, through the magic of his own voice, was able to kind of talk to the world. And talk to the world not just as him, but talk to the world as, this is what Harlem has to say to the world. And it's just exciting to be in that long line. So thank you very much for coming out, and hope all of this is a gift. Thank you.
I've always been interested in people, young people reading. I'm also old enough to know that reading has changed. When I was young, there were many people who could go out and get a job in a factory, or they could get a job doing some sort of physical work and make a good living, or at least a good enough living to make it. Now you can't do that. Even a job that you think is pretty good today may not be around in 5 years. So you have to be able to read. I mean, it's not like it's a nice thing to do or funny adjunct. It's essential.